Starting things off with a wild story from Northwest D.C. According to law enforcement, a man was arrested for impersonating a police officer in Logan Circle when a real officer saw him using red and blue flashing lights on top of his Jeep Cherokee to pass vehicles. DIY police lights on a Jeep Cherokee? Come on, bro. You got to try harder than that. The suspect was reportedly wearing a police belt, a 2001 MPD inauguration badge, pepper spray, handcuffs, an expandable baton, and a revolver pellet gun. Officer Fraudulent could face serious jail time for his cop cosplay. A revolver pellet gun, though? Bruh, you can't fight crime with those 6 little itty-bitty shots. The suspect, Barry Newman, is a licensed special police officer, which means he's a flashlight cop. Come on, Barry. You don't get real cop privileges with mall cop credentials. Not even Paul Blart would do that. Now, I chose this next story because it's about a prominent former D.C. resident. According to his former advisor, Jason Miller, former President Donald Trump has lost 20 to 25 pounds and credits it to no longer having 24-hour access to the White House kitchen. Is Trump cooking for himself now? Because that would make sense. I would lose weight too if I had to cook every day because I would starve. I don't blame him for taking advantage of 24/7 free room service though. I would order tacos at 4 a.m. just to see if they bring it to me. It's a wonder that any president has ever stayed in shape with that particular perk. Now, White House food must really be good. That or Trump saw White House chef Andre Russian was scared not to eat. Like, hey, how's that president? How's that dinner, Mr. President? This is the best meal of my life. I thought so. You go ahead and clean your plate. Finally, we're taking a field trip to Colorado for this next story because it's just that good. Colorado Parks and Wildlife officers recently removed a tire that's been stuck around the neck of an elk for the last 2 years.
So the first time that we received a report of this elk was actually by one of our wildlife officers. We were on a sheep count in the Mount Evans Wilderness last July, so July of 2019, and he actually sent me a photo of this elk with a tire around its neck. It appeared to be a smaller bull, probably a 2 or 3 year old elk.
Yeah, the pandemic clearly messed up everybody's sense of time. I get it. That elk probably was a kid when the tire got on its neck because that's toddler behavior. Look, Ma, I made a necklace. Poor thing was walking around the forest looking like a low-budget Mr. T for years. I can make jokes because the elk's neck was fine once the tire was removed, and it weighs 600 pounds. A tire to us is like an earring to that thing. The bad news is, though, they had to cut the elk's antlers to get the tire off. By the way, elks shed and regrow antlers each year, so hopefully this is just a temporary setback. By the way, female elks are attracted to male elks with the biggest antlers. Sound familiar, fellas? Not having any is like being a dude with a receding hairline and no money. Cuffing season could be lonely for this gentleman, but it had a tire around its neck, so it would have been anyway. It's kind of hard to set the mood when you look like you robbed an AutoZone. But just in case, we here at Open Mic have set up an Elks Only account just for you, your go-to dating service for woodland creatures and your great Uncle Dave. And just in case that doesn't work, do you like zebras? We got some free ones in PG County.